Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions. Check out our partners in the description. Startup Podcast PH is at the TBI office of Tara Agri Aqua and Navigato here in Caraga State University, and we're interviewing Caraga-based startups. In this episode, we have Cheaper AF, Alternative Feeds, Foods, and Fertilizers, and its founders, Kevin Jan Erojo and Junior Ray Higakit. Hello, kamusta sa inyo?
Hello sir, good morning po.
Hello sir, good morning.
Ayan, so grabe, kakarating ko lang dito sa Butuan actually kahapon, and ayan, game na tayo sa ating mga interviews. Actually, ang ganda nung event din kanina, no. I'm very glad na thriving ang ecosystem dito, and grabe yung mga startup founders din dito, very enthusiastic. So yun, let's start na, sirs. Ano nga ba ang Cheaper AF?
Okay, so Cheaper AF, yun nga, AF stands for Alternative Feeds, Foods, and Fertilizer. This startup is basically looking for alternatives kasi nga, one of the problems na we identified in the community is mahal yung feeds, lalo na sa mga chicken at saka, ano tawag dito, yung pig farmers. Ako kasi sir, personally, we have a pig farm. And then during that time, parang nakita ko, I was able to observe na 80% of our production cost is nandun talaga sa feeds, and I'd like to reduce the cost down to at least 60 or 50%, or if mababa pa, that's better. And then yun, parang it challenged me to find for alternatives, and that's when I found out na marami pala, there's a lot of options. So parang why not try to start this kind of yung parang advocacy para naman makatulong sa farm namin and maybe help other farmers as well cut their costs.
Yeah, pero ang gandang ngayon ko nalaman yun, no, na parang medyo usual ba yun na parang for farms, for those na may piggeries, and nasa 80% talaga yung cost ng feeds. I mean, is it normal for other farms as well?
Yes sir, this was actually published by FAO as well, right?
Food and Agriculture Organization.
Na
It's amounting to almost 70% of the production cost is go to
Oh.
feeds, sir. So about this Cheaper EF, we can minimize it, sir.
So tama nga naman, no, kung ano yung part na kumbaga ano yung nagte-take up ng bulk dun sa cost, yun yung sosolusyunan natin, ano. So let's talk about that problem. Meron ba idea kung bakit mahal nga in the first place ang feeds for our chickens, for the pigs? Ba't ang taas ng cost nito?
Yeah, that's a very good question kasi nga Philippines, ironically, despite its rich lands and bountiful natural resources, we import our main ingredients for the feeds.
Sir, ano ba yung main ingredients nito?
Especially the fish meal, sir.
Ano?
Fish meal.
Fish?
Fish meal.
So yung mga chickens and pigs kumakain ng fish.
It-
Para processed na fish meat.
process ito for formulation that as pelletized feed, sir.
Okay.
And not only fish meal, pati yung soybean meal. Since anong tawag na to, walang masyadong production ng soybean sa Pilipinas. So that's also one of the most commonly imported na parang raw materials for feeds production. Luckily for us here in Caraga region, we are actually the number one soybean producer in the Philippines. So meron kami mapagkukunan ng soybean meal dito. So parang we'd like to grab that opportunity, no, to maximize that resource. Para naman may, yeah, and we are being helped as well by the Department of Agriculture with this.
Yan yung sinabi ko kanina, no? Ano ba kayo sa kanina yung sa event, and then na-invite lang magsalita mabilis. Pero the reason also why the podcast exists and why we are inspiring, kumbaga, more entrepreneurs kasi import tayo ng import.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, we have rich lands. We have good farmers. We have, well, yung climate, minsan may mga typhoons, pero we can be resilient naman sa mga ano. Pero, ayun, why not let's make our own feeds, let's make our own raw materials para hindi umaangat ang mga cost. Pero pag-usapan muna natin yung kumbaga nagko-consume ng mga feeds na ito, yung mga farmers and farms dito sa Caraga. So, gaano ba karami? And you said na number one producer ang Caraga ng soybean. So, ano ba ang kumbaga state ng production dito, ng food production, ng agriculture?
Well, for that, sir, do you know the current data? Hindi kami masyado for now, sir. But based on my stock knowledge lang.
Mm.
As parang pig farmer, we tamaan na kasi kami ng ASF. So kumbaga the production
ASF
level,
is
African swine fever.
African swine
Yeah, so
fever.
the level of production sa pagbababoyan dito, common kasi yung backyard level lang. So wala din akong data with regards sa commercial level na production, but the Department of Agriculture is currently launching their projects to elevate the production of pigs in a commercial scale na.
But
So
this is like the smallholder piggeries, no? Parang mga
mm,
household din na merong place, merong land, and then doon nagtatayo ng parang
sa likod ng bahay lang, usually ganun.
ah
Yan kasi yung most common practice in terms of swine production dito sa Caraga region. So yeah.
And again, sorry, what are the meat na parang pinakaano dito? So chicken and pig ba? Parang yung animals
At saka fish.
and fish,
Yeah.
ano? Oh. And then about the ano naman, about the feeds ulit. So ano nga ba yung kinakain ng mga ito? Ano nga ba talaga yung mga can we know more about yung sa actual na laman ng mga feeds na kinakain ng mga
Siya kasi yung specialized in feed formulation. Special.
I answer that question, sir. The feeds with composed of the energy source and protein source. So, the protein source is the Chipper EF is the black soldier fly larvae meal as protein source, then soybean meal and copra meal, and the proteinaceous or energy source, the corn bran, rice bran, corn grits, and other locally available materials that are available in the Caraga region, sir, that we are utilizing it in instead of to go to waste, we make it to the as composition of feeds for the growth and performance of the poultry, livestock, and fisheries production, sir.
clarify lang ulit, no, sir. So ano yung difference so with regard to like your solution, with regard to yung inyong ginagawang bagong feeds, ano yung difference niya dun sa mga current na out in the market tsaka yung sa ngayon? Kumbaga paano niyo siya ginagawang mas mura tsaka maybe mas ano ba 'to, baka in terms of the nutrients of the nutrition. So ano yung mga differences, kumbaga? Ano yung mga kina-advantage, kumbaga, if the farmers try your feeds?
The advantages there is the raw materials is available, not to import. Yeah, we can list it. The input cost for producing feeds, the machines and the materials, sir, that not expensive kanang ginagamit na materials is mura to produce mura na feed, sir.
So do you have your own parang production place dito where you produce the feeds?
Yeah, about that, sir, for now, meron pa kaming nasa MVP pa kasi kami, minimum viable product. So we are still in parang product testing din, especially for us students, kasi students pa din kami. And part of our thesis is to test the effectivity of this feeds specifically sa rabbits, kasi rabbit yung thesis niya, and at the same time sa tilapia na mga isda. For the production naman, we do have facilities here sa college namin, and open naman sila for its usage, pero yung effectivity daw ng mga machines nila kasi is mababa eh. Kaya we are still waiting. We partnered up with the UST, hoping na maibigay na nila yung kailangan naming equipment.
Yeah, but kumbaga it's in the feasibility stage, so really testing out the feasibility niya as a feed na okay, and then later on kumbaga you'll go sa commercialization nito, yung parang really putting it out in the market, and then pero like when you put it out in the market, what do you imagine na parang ano yung magiging itsura niya na, and what kind of feeds ba is this? I mean, sorry, hindi kasi ako ganun ka-familiar sa talaga sa mundo ng ganito eh. So ano yung parang packaging niya, ano yung mga different types of feeds na that you're planning to commercialize?
Okay, so before I go into that, sir, kasi that's the front end of the product already. Explain ko din muna yung back-end process namin. Kasi what we sell sa value proposition namin is actually the environmental impact that we create for this. As mentioned by Kevin kanina, one of our main ingredients sa protein is black soldier fly larvae. And black soldier fly is currently gaining attraction.
Fly is this
Langaw siya. Yeah, and it's currently gaining popularity in the Philippines in terms of solid waste management, lalo na yung mga food wastes. So back end, we already partnered with a few communities dito sa Butuan City para mag-establish kami ng parang micro na solid waste management facility. So, I currently have a setup dun sa bahay namin where yung mga food waste ko sa bahay is pinapakain namin dun sa larvae, and then the larvae itself will be processed further. It will be dried and powdered para yun yung magiging ingredients namin for the feeds. And then moving forward on the front end side of our product, then yun, we would like to have it crumbled with 3 types of products, kumbaga. So, crumbled, mash, at saka pellets. So, yun po.
Oh, okay. Actually, na-amaze ako dun sa back-end process Actually, sorry kung wala talagang alam sa ganyan. Pero, first yung larvae, yung insect, ay minamanage na rin yung feed sa kanya, yung sa kanya. Kumbaga pag-nurture din dun sa mga insects na yun. And then, later on, these insects, you will feed them to yun yung gagawin yung product that will become the feeds. Actually, sikat din ang ang flies, ang insects for the protein content, for the nutrition content talaga. And ito naman yung kumbaga kailangan din ng mga again sorry for the sino mga kakain? I mean, are these pigs? Even chickens ba? Is it the same feed?
Iba-iba kasi yung sir, nutritional requirement ng kada animal. So, Kevin, ikaw yung
And
specialist.
even sa ano ba ibang animals?
Makabenepisyo po nito, sir, as ang mga farmer that are raising poultry and livestock, especially the mga chickens. Every animals has nutritional requirements that through this the process is through it undergo to feed formulation. It's thoroughly subjected, analyze it to satisfy the nutrient requirement of that specific animals. Especially in terms of the small ruminants and large ruminants, is they are consuming in roughage like grasses and other leguminous plant-based. So, unlike poultry and pigs, that they are utilizing the mga waste products that are instead of wasting it's transforming into as a feed ingredients.
How about yung parang testing? So in your feasibility, I believe this underwent parang parang testing in part of your research. Pero like when you will also commercialize it, so paano yung parang process ng regulation na this is okay for consumption for the livestock, for poultry?
For now, sir, is this August or by September I will conducted my feeding trial that our formulated feeds will be effective that are comparable to the commercial feeds that available in the market. After that feeding trial, we explore it to the entire Caraga region about the young farmers that are venturing and engaging in poultry, livestock, and fisheries production, sir, to distribute and for the gaining an efficient and appropriate results, sir, that are the base for the commercialization that are readily available in the market, sir.
Add ko na lang din, sir. After din kasi ng feed trial for the safety, food, anong tawag na to? Yung food quality and safety, we would wish to conduct yung parang meat quality testing for the trial namin ng mga animals, tilapia, rabbit, tsaka manok. Yung plan namin this coming September. So,
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter.
Ayun. Galing. Yeah, so let's go naman sa story no behind Cheaper AF. So paano nga ba nagsimula ito? So your students right now, anong course pala ninyo?
BS Agriculture,
Agriculture.
major in agricultural economics.
Based in agriculture, major in animal science, sir.
So nagpartner ang science and the business guy ano. Pero so your students in Caraga State University, right?
Yes,
Ayan, so paano niyo naisipang gawin to? Tsaka paano kayo nagkaroon ng parang idea na gawin siya into a startup?
First of all, we both kasi kami, sir, we are recipients of the Young Farmers Challenge Award. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. This was initiated through the Department of Agriculture. So in 2022, we both won. Yung enterprise niya na present doon was yung rabbit production nila. And what I presented there was one alternative feeds, yung hydroponic corn fodder. So that was one of my pitch parang product dun sa DA. Funny thing was, 3 weeks after we received the funds, natamaan kami ng ASF. So parang sabi ko, hala, parang sayang naman. It was a great loss kasi lahat ng baboy namin, all were pregnant, tapos dead. And then pati yung mga inaalagaan naming maliliit, patay din. So during that time, I was thinking, how can I clutch this? Kasi may regional level competition pa sana eh. So I was thinking of other options. And then before namatay yung mga baboy namin, I was already thinking of yung parang alternative. Nasa notebook ko talaga, nakita ko, I was scanning my journal, nakita ko yung talaga yung title, Cheaper AF. Sabi ko, andito 2 years ago, during that time, andito pala, sinulat ko talaga siya.
Wow.
So ngayon, last year, kumbaga parang 2022, that was in October, and then in 2023, January, I was starting to explore this Cheaper AF option. So I talked to a lot of students, talked to a lot of young farmers as well. Even my instructor, yung instructors talaga namin, sila yung pinipeste ko dito nga. Sir, paano ba to? How can I make this a reality? And then, yun, last year, during pitching competition dito sa CSU, it was a regional-wide competition. I tried to present it. And then, we won. Kasi sinama ko na din si Kevin kasi he's very, parang interested, nagka-interest din siya with this project. So, until now, we are joining many competitions already. So, sinalihan na namin yung leadership communities ng Ayala Foundation. Sinalihan na din namin yung project niche ng the Project Climate Reality, PH. Tsaka right now, we are joining the Ecothon competition. So, we would love to learn more about the business side as well. Kasi yan yung challenge mostly namin eh. We don't know how to pave the way for this enterprise yet. So, kaya we're very grateful na may mga opportunities na for us to learn and gain some mentors. Yan talaga yung namin, sir, parang goal na we would love to have mentors na makakabigay sa amin ng insights. Kahit na wala ng pera, join kami in competition, manalo kahit walang cash prize, basta may mentor.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Paano kayo nagkakilala pala?
Para sa akin, sir, in addition sa statement, sir, is sa yung encouragement is nadala ako kasi as an animal production, as a raising rabbit, special feeds is very vital and pricey. So why bakit hindi ko to grab na opportunity to tie up with Mr. Gigakit na what if this product will be benefited to my production, and also and it will help me also to engage in a business interaction, business engagement, and this.
Yeah, pero grabe no kasi right now your students, anong year kayo right now?
Upcoming 4th year.
Upcoming
Kaming
4th
dalawa.
year, and then you said na parang 2 years ago meron ka ng visions for Cheaper AF ano. So saan nakagaling yung parang you're still young pero you already have that grand imagination and parang grand visions ano. So saan nakagaling parang motivation din na yun? Or yeah, both of you can answer that question.
So, ikaw muna ka.
For me, sir, before I enter that competition list, Young Farmers Challenge, I was raising rabbit for I experiencing depression, sir. So after raising and take good care of rabbit. So the competition posted by the Department of Agriculture. So why should not I try have? So after that taking risk successfully, I will be chosen as a provincial level awardee for that Young Farmers Challenge 2022.
Yeah, ako naman, Cheaper AF, parang it's a brainchild that finally parang nabigyan ng justice kasi I already had a lot of ventures before.
Like ano?
Marami na actually, sir, I already have 5
Oh,
DTI business
wow.
registration.
Wow.
But the funny thing is, merong 5 DTI registration pero hindi ko alam kung wala akong local registration for the business operation. So parang natawa na lang ako kasi finally Cheaper AF, parang ito yung first venture ko na parang formally ma-establish ko siya very well. So I think dyan ako humuhugot ng inspiration, and at the same time, I'd like to leave an environmental impact kasi yan, it's one of my advocacy is to promote the SDG 12, yung responsible consumption and production. Yan yung sinusulong kong advocacy sa buhay ko. So parang I'd like to push it.
Nakaka-inspire naman kayo mga estudyante. So baka sa mga nakikinig dyan ng mga students, so be inspired by their stories. Ayun, so si Cheaper AF, so parang meron siyang angles din ng environmental impact, ano. So may cost, may environmental impact, and parang we source local materials, ano, para mapababa yung cost. How naman nangyari yung product development? Like, how did you choose the ingredients na gagamitin? Paano nyo siya inaral? Paano nyo inisip na this combination, this formulation will be a feasible alternative na feeds nga?
Yeah, I started exploring the alternative feeds option yun nga 2 years ago. I discovered yung hydroponic fodder, and then I found out about Azola, and then lastly yung black soldier fly. And black soldier fly has a great environmental impact at saka mataas din yung nutritional content kasi niya, sir. It has up to 50% na crude protein content and up to 40% na crude fat content. Depende na din sa kung paano siya na-raise. As for the rest of the ingredients, yes, Kevin, I need help.
The other locally available materials for the feed ingredients, sir, is it was made for the raw materials for formulating feed, sir.
Paano nyo siya paano nalaman yung knowledge about those ingredients? Saan yun? Was this just research? Ganyan?
We know it during our training about using feed formulation using locally available materials conducted by the Timbahog, by the Department of Agriculture and the ETI. Then the components of the analysis of the feed raw materials for feeding feeds is already established in the entire Philippines about the Feedipedia and the Philippine Nutrition for Animals in the Philippines, the PhilSan. It is composed of the animal nutritionists entire in the Philippines.
So when you were doing the research, you were like doing this also as part of your academics, like part ng inyong subjects, or hindi ba? Was this totally outside? Was this like totally an extracurricular activity? And parang kumbaga, kasi you're both agriculture, degrees, no? So gaano ka nakatulong yung current na take up nyo na course? Kasi I believe, of course, meron kayo outside research, pero of course, malaking part din na you're in an agriculture course, So, yeah.
Yeah, so about that, we don't want the project to be a burden for our academics. So what we did was we streamlined it. Kumbaga, kung ano yung topic na meron kami sa academics, kumbaga parang nire-relate namin siya sa project na to, and we would love to have those knowledge integrated doon. Kasi parang yan yung na-observe namin, no? Agriculture graduate pero hindi sa agriculture nagtatrabaho because they failed to integrate it with what they want to do. So, for example na lang, sir, meron kasi kaming animal science na subject. So, if we talk about nutrition, animal nutrition and such, so parang we take note of it nga. Ano ba yung mga required na amino acids ng animals na to? And ano ba yung dapat natin i-integrate sa Cheaper AF? And then we also have a business, agribusiness subject. So, ito din yung pinitch namin. Kumbaga parang, it did not make our academic life hard, but it it actually made it a bit easier kasi nga binuo na namin, we already created a proposal, present na namin for parang final paper dun sa agribusiness.
So yung business nyo, yun na rin yung report nyo, yun na rin yung project nyo, kumbaga.
Yes po.
Yeah, so let's speak about the ano naman, no, parang when so this will be commercialized, so paano nyo siya na-imagine na ibenta sa sa mga farmers, sa mga farms? Do you plan to like compete in the market where these are being sold, or parang gusto nyo mag house to house, ganun? So what do you think about yung marketing na to?
Well, that's a very interesting question kasi we don't, as a small business kasi, this is what we learned as well during our class. As a micro business, we should not aim to compete against the big brothers already kasi ano namang magagawa namin, 'di ba? So one of our marketing channels sa aming sa business model namin right now is to connect with our young farmers network kasi we are both young farmers challenge awardees and actually officers din kami sa club namin. We would like to maximize our network with the young farmers kasi start them young, kumbaga. Kasi hindi na namin to parang na-imagine ko na wala pa kaming proper research about this, sir, but I can already picture out that there's going to be a friction if we introduce this to yung mga batikan na, yung mga veteran na mga farmers, and they might not be open for product testing. So, doon kami sa
pero
batch na.
nagigets ko na kung anong mangyayari dito. So, you're Gen Z, no? Tama ba? Gen Z. Nasa Gen Z.
Millennials.
Millennials. Pero, anyway, I mean, pwede na siyang gawin parang yung ganong klase marketing na, kasi ang target na rin is young farmers, So, parang, it's the alternative feed nga, Parang, it's the new alternative feed. Parang, do you want to save on cost? Do you want to save the environment? So, pwede kayong gumawa ng mga TikTok niya, ng mga ganong marketing. What do you think?
Pwede jud, sir.
And so again, no, parang, kasi like in a larger, in a larger societal perspective, ang Philippines, isa sa mga problems niya somehow is medyo aging ang farmer population para mga matatanda, Pero, like, maybe in Caraga, dumadami ba yung mga young farmers? I mean, marami ba yung mga people like you, generations like you, mas bata sa akin, na parang talagang into farming, into agriculture, and into, kumbaga, into having your own farm and really profiting from your own farm?
Yeah, with that question, we are hopeful naman, sir. Kasi we are currently holding the Young Farmers Club at saka yung 4-H Club. So our goal here is to raise awareness so that na agriculture is the backbone of all the societies. Na kapag if you do not know how to raise your own food, how will we survive? Kumbaga yun yung gusto naming iparating na mensahe. And through our efforts, hopefully, we will be able to lower down the average age of farmers kasi as of now, according to PSA, nasa 57, 58 pa. And ang target namin is pababain siya down to 40. If possible nga, mas mababa pa. So,
do you have anything to add? Yeah. Yeah, kasi, I mean, that's true. I mean, yun din ang isa sa mga way para hindi tayo import. Kasi, yun nga, if our farmers are aging na, nawawala na din yung parang agricultural knowledge, yung skills for farming. So, kailangan talaga magkaroon ng bagong generation, people like you, na talagang dito sa farming, kumbaga kailangan natin i-sustain yung farming industry natin. Kasi kung mawala ang farming natin, ang agriculture industry natin, mawala yung knowledge, wala na tayong kakainin. I mean, meron man, pero puro import, edi ang mahal niyan. Or kung magkaroon na naman ng pandemic or other supply chain issues, wala tayong kakainin, di ba?
Kaya yan din yung sir, yung parang question nga, bakit natin ipapadala yung mga young farmers natin sa ibang bansa when they can study our own farming systems in the Philippines? Kasi yung mga programa kasi, although not, we are very thankful for the opportunity kasi merong ganun, pinapadala sa Vietnam, Thailand. Iba naman yung nila weather patterns doon compared dito sa atin. So why can't we have them focus dito sa Philippine na setting? Kumbaga,
well, siguro kahit pa 2 years naman. Okay lang. I think okay lang naman mag-aral 2 years para lang makita rin yung parang technique sa iba. Pero I think, I also believe na yung majority pa rin kasi ng aaralin mo about agriculture dito sa state sa Pilipinas. Kasi that's true. Hindi mo naman pwedeng copy yung techniques nila kung iba naman yung climate patterns nila doon. So, kailangan talaga pag-aralan mo kung ano nasa Pilipinas, and then you adapt to that, and then you develop your farming based on that. Now, andito tayo sa TBI office ng Tara Agri Aqua, and actually Navigato, So, how did you join the TBI and what do you expect? And kamusta? Kamusta ba ang pagpasok dito sa TBI program ng Tara Agri Aqua?
Yes, thank you, sir. For that, this journey started. Sige, so, simulan ko na lang last year. Last year kasi talaga kami dito, parang nagsimulang mangulit dito sa kanila. So, una kong nalaman about this was when I joined one of my parang agriculture student din, sumali sa isang pitching competition prior to the Calaga Rice last year. So that was around in June. March ata yun. Hindi ko na maalala yung exact month. So, narinig ko na, meron silang programa na ganito. They cater yung mga young entrepreneurs and startup, tutulungan nila, they will guide, they will coach. So yun, parang after that, nag-aabang na lang ako kung kailan sila mag-post ng competition ulit. So parang abangers lang sa Facebook. Yun yung ginagawa ko. Tapos pupunta dito, nagtatanong, sir, ano bang mga opportunities niya? Tapos sinasabihan ako ni Sir Melbert na, sa June meron. No? Tapos, yun, abang-abang na lang din hanggang nakasali sa competition. And then, this year, nakasama na sa cohort.
So kayong two, no? Kayong two yung founders na part ng Cheaper AF na kasama dito sa program. Yeah, pero shout out to Sir Melbert, Kumaga grabe din pangungulit mo kay Sir, Pero if I remember correctly, ang magiging parang program is may pre-incubation and then may 6 months na incubation na building the MVP really. And then after that, yung kumbaga parang i-commercialize na siya. Parang going out and then i-test sa market, right? So, what do you expect and going to the parang future plans na rin for Cheaper AF? So, maybe in 1 year, ano nang ina-expect nyo kay Cheaper AF? So, do you imagine na after 1 year, maybe after the demo day, you're gonna, kumbaga full-blown na yung marketing and yung maybe e-commerce ni Cheaper AF? So, what are your future plans for this startup?
For the future plans, sir, ayaw namin mag-focus muna dun sa front end. Kasi the front end can wait. It's gonna be there always. So what we want to focus is the back end. So what we see 1 year from now is to be able to cater the needs of Butuan City in terms of solid waste management. So kumbaga, right now kasi we are still targeting the Langihan public market na at least ma-cater namin yung kahit 5% lang muna ng mga vendors doon kasi napakarami kasi ng mga vendors doon, and there's a lot of kumbaga food waste na napupunta lang sa environment, which causes the area to talagang nangangamoy. May amoy talaga yung area, and that's what one of the pain points na So kumbaga future plans 1 year from now, ma-cater na namin yung Langihan public market 50%. And at the same time, yung pag-establish namin ng partnerships with communities, especially yung mga subdivision areas, kasi hindi kasi kinokolekta yung food waste, sir. So, parang that's also one of our, parang nagpupush sa amin na to bridge that gap between the food waste and bakit hindi natin siya pwedeng i-utilize. And also, may other plans pa din kasi kami, sir, for alternative food. Kasi lang yun, alternative feeds pa lang yun. At saka, we will also be able to get alternative fertilizer out of the black soldier fly, yung waste byproduct nila that will be used as fertilizer. And then for the food, we plan to engage in frog farming. So frog farming is not very common yet. So kumbaga parang it's still gaining popularity as well, lalo na sa Luzon. So that's also where we want to engage. So kailangan naming talagang ma-stabilize muna yung back end para maka-move forward kami sa front end. Yun po.
Oh, so medyo focus din muna sa R&D part nito, sa kumbaga yung back end nga. Pero I like your answer kasi usually in the podcast, when I ask other startups about the vision, parang ang nagiging answer parang road to profitability, road to the economic viability. Pero ang una mong in-answer is to solve a problem in the community. Yun nga yung sa market. And I think that's very commendable, na parang ang focus muna rin talaga ni Cheaper AF, of course, cheaper nga sa name, yung to introduce a less costly na alternative. Pero at the same time, yung solid waste management, kumbaga para matulungan din yung baho nung or yung kumbaga yung waste waste nga doon sa certain place here in Butuan. So, I think that's a very good answer. And kaya gustong-gusto ko nang pupunta sa mga nag-i-interview ng startups all around the Philippines kasi iba-iba yung challenges ng community. And it's very awesome. It's very exciting to see startups na really doing solutions para maibsan or para ma-reduce at least yung mga problems or mga challenges na ito dun sa kanilang mga community. So, ayun, do you have anything to say for the future of Cheaper AF? Ano ba mga plano ninyo? Ano ba mga gusto nyong gawin? Or that's it?
I guess
For me, the future plans of the Cheaper EF is to produce more available feeds that are needed by the farmers in our community, sir.
Yeah, so basically basta yun naman ang mas mahalaga naman dito yung parang core and yung problem related to your focus. The solution will come after kasi maaari pa nang mag-iba yung focus niyo na feeds kung will it be for yung frog farming or for the pigs. Pero basta ang core ni Cheaper AF is to find locally sourced na or basically to produce locally sourced na alternative feeds na maaari din makatulong sa environment. So,
yes, sir.
ayun, maraming salamat, Cheaper AF. If our listeners pala, baka meron, actually may mga iba ako na interview na maaari kong makonect sa inyo as mentors. May mga na-interview din ako na agri-aqua startups sa ibang regions. So, maganda rin na networking
Yes.
tayo. Ayun. So, if our listeners want to know more about you, how can they connect with you? Maybe you have a Facebook page or social media channels or maybe websites or maybe you can say your LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever. So, how can they connect with you?
Yes, to all the listeners there, if you'd wish to know more about our startup company or maybe support us somehow, you can follow our Facebook page. The name is Cheaper AF, so that's CHEAPER and then AF. Or you can also find me, ako talaga, on Facebook. So yung ko lang, username is CSU RayG. So CSUREYG. Thank you po.
For me, you can reach out in my Facebook page, Kevin Jan Iroho, for more updates and details about the Black Soldier, the Cheaper EF.
Yeah, very promising si Cheaper AF. And actually, listening to you students talk with me now, actually na-inspire ako kasi you're students, you're young, pero you have this vision and you have this advocacy. So, congrats on that and keep it up. And let's see Cheaper AF soon growing big out there in the markets.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you then, sir.
Thank you very much to our 48 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLexPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. One CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Tuala, privacy-focused digital experience for sharing identity information across Web 2 and Web 3 ecosystems. Wonderbrand, next-generation data science-driven brand strategy and design company for emerging markets. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car-sharing marketplace. And Space Cebu, global co-working space, private office and meeting rooms for startups, digital nomads, and freelancers. Mamiki Super Pet App, the Philippines' first ever one-stop mobile app for pet products and services. MarketMind Local, a digital marketing company focused in helping small and medium businesses. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGUs, real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Smile, consent-driven digital employment verification service to make smarter decisions faster. DVCode Technologies, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Drive Manila, Philippines' largest peer-to-peer car rental community. Ignite Careers, career matching platform for Filipino talents and hiring companies in the outsourcing industry. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. Benjoy's food products, Domo Premium Bacon Ends, Tapa, and Tocino. ROC.ph, our creative marketing partner. Get unlimited digital marketing services monthly. This episode is powered by Contact RFID Business Cards, CodeSham, Kazam, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Founders Launchpad, Packetworks, Uplift Codecamp, Pareto Consulting, Agile Data Solutions, Hassel PH, Board Prep, Zales, Sirius MD, Pahatid PH. Please support the podcast through the links in the description.